Howdy gang, welcome to Music China. Howdy gang, I hope you're all having a fantastic day. I'm back in the UK from Shanghai, yeah. I was at Music China, which was just insanely cool. What a great music expo. It is so big, you will see this a little bit later in the video, but if any of you have been to NAMM, well, let me tell you, Music China is about 3 times as big. I kid you not. It's enormous and it's pretty loud as well, which is a kind of good and bad thing. Good because, hey, you know, you can plug your guitar in and you can play loud, which is just awesome anywhere in the halls. Yeah, but the bad thing is that it gets super loud because everyone's playing really loud at the same time. And in the hall where the guitars and the amps are, yeah, it gets pretty loud. In the place where the drums are, it's insanely loud. It's kind of like unbearable. So yeah, it has its good and its bad points, the volume thing. But anyways, I had such a great time. I went out to play for my good friends at Hotone Audio, and an enormous thank you goes out to all the wonderful people at Hotone who made this trip happen for me. It was such a beautiful trip for me to make, and I had so much fun. So big thank you to my very good friend Ari, who got the ball rolling, to Amanda, who did a lot of the arrangements for the trip and while I was there as well, to Mars, to Alexi, to Paul, to Jerry and Bo as well, and all of the other people who helped out while I was there. It was so amazing to be around this group of people because they were so kind of just relaxed and chilled out and fun to be around, and I had such a blast with them. Looking forward to next time. I got to play my Ampero 2 Stomp, my EVH version, and you can see there's 2 of them now. Yeah! I have 2 EVH Ampero 2s. The only ones in the world, by the way. So I got to play for those guys, which was just totally awesome. I love those guys. I love the company, and they make such beautiful products. And it's run by musicians making gear for musicians, which is just awesome. The attention to detail they go into is just insanely cool, and it was such a pleasure playing them. I had my EVH presets on there. I had my custom presets from my signature preset pack, my signature amps. So I had all of my own sounds, and that was cool to do because I took mine over. I actually used my Ampero 2 over in China, and I had all my personalized sounds. If you would like those sounds, you can always head over to my store. I will leave a link somewhere up here, and you can purchase them and enjoy them for yourself as well. I also ended up playing for another company, which was Keipro Guitars, who I have played for previously, and came back with a very nice gift courtesy of Keipro Guitars. This very pretty guitar, which is just awesome, and I'll tell you about it all in just a second. But before I do, if you haven't done so already, please do consider hitting the subscribe button if you enjoy videos like this. So much appreciated. Helps my channel grow as well. And I want to give a huge shout out to all the people who have already subscribed to the channel. So much appreciated, and a special shout out for my YouTube membership and my Patreon subscribers as well. It is so much appreciated. If you'd like to support the channel, then you can check out my YouTube membership and also my Patreon and join up there as well. All right, back to Music China. So I ended up playing for Keipro Guitars as well, and that had been arranged also. I didn't know that, by the way, when I got there. Well, the first day I was there, I kind of turned up at Hotone. I was ready to kind of set up and stuff, and Amanda came over to me and she said, "Oh, you're playing for Keipro as well?" I was like, "Really?" Nobody let me know. They had forgotten to actually let me know. So, you know, I went over to the guy, said hi, and they got me to pick out a guitar. They showed me this one actually. They showed it to me in a different color. It was kind of a blue-green color going into kind of a white fade, and I thought that looks super cool. I think I want to play that one. But then I kind of thought, you know what, in the studio I have other guitars which are the same color, so then I kind of figured I should play a guitar which, you know, is a different color. So this red fade was the one that I played, and it's just exquisite. It's really cool. But let me tell you about Hotone first. Hotone had a fantastic stage. We had a really good presence there at Music China. Music China is just enormous. There are so many manufacturers in the Far East who come and display there. We don't even get to see a lot of the manufacturers over here in the West. Sometimes you'll see stuff on Amazon, but a lot of the guys you just don't see. And there are guitar manufacturers, there are amp manufacturers, there are effects processor manufacturers. Most of the effects processors guys we do see, like Hotone and Moore and Joyo and all the other companies which you're used to seeing as well. Everybody had a big display, and the stages were really, really cool because they were raised up, good PAs, you know, everybody could hear what you were doing when you were there and playing, and it was just a pleasure playing. And also the crowds are just insanely cool there. Every time I played, there were like about, I don't know, 30, 40, 50 people there, and a lot of them, you know, holding up cell phones and recording everything that I was doing. So performances all went really, really well. I had a real blast playing, especially on the stages. Both Hotone and Keipro had stages which were raised up to about yay high or something like that. So, you know, people could see what you were doing, and, you know, you kind of felt like you were performing to people as well. So that was awesome. And there was only one day when performances kind of went for various reasons. One of the reasons was because in the middle of a song, my guitar decided to retune itself. And it was kind of like almost a half step out. Yeah, that was a bit of a disaster, that song, but that was about it. Then I retuned it and everything was zen again, but you know. These things happen, live and learn. Always check your tuning before you start playing a set. But it was a lot of fun, and I did get some footage. But I didn't get all the footage which I wanted. I did want to record on all 3 days, but I realized that because I was running around from place to place, I just couldn't kind of like keep recording and stuff. So I have a plan for next time I'm at one of these shows. I am going to hire somebody just to kind of come with me and follow me around and just film everything that I'm doing so that they can capture my performances, not just from the side of the stage, but from the front of the stage, capture the crowds and things like that. Lesson learned, next time I will be much more prepared. But I did get some really great footage with my GoPro. On the final day I had set it up on the side of the stage and I captured most of the songs. The only song that I did miss, I forgot to turn on the GoPro, was when I played Eruption. Yeah, Van Halen's Eruption. It was the first song on my set and I completely nailed it. Every single day, every time I played it, I completely nailed the track. But on that day, I was just kicking myself because I finished playing it and then I looked over and I was like, damn it, I didn't turn on the GoPro. So, oh well, I didn't capture that one. But my friend Ari did capture a little bit of me playing the tapping section at the end of Eruption, which I will show you. And at the show, Hotone actually released 2 new products as well. One is an updated Ampero 2, which is called the Ampero 2 Stage, which is a bigger unit and has more buttons and just more functionality and stuff. Super cool. It runs the same engine as the Ampero 2, but with more horsepower under the hood. It's just really awesome. I'm looking forward to getting that one and showing you guys in the very near future. They also released an amplifier which is called the Pulse, which is driven by the same software as the Ampero 2, and that was super cool as well. It's all kind of like controllable via either a touch screen on the top or USB via your phone. And even the Ampero 2 Stage, the actual floor unit, That's actually controllable via Bluetooth as well, via a phone or an iPad or something like that. Super, super, super cool products. And it was so great playing all of my own tones on stage there, and being able to actually just, you know, put that into my suitcase and take it over to China and play my own amp tones. That was awesome, because hey, you know, I felt so comfortable playing all those tones because they're my tones. It's just fantastic. So I got to play this guitar, obviously. I also got to play a Sir modern guitar, which was fabulous. It was such an incredibly cool guitar, played so beautifully well, and it was just a lovely sounding instrument, just so much presence, and the fretboard was just amazing. The fretwork was just incredible. It was really insane. But I also played this one, obviously on the Keipro stand. I played this one because I couldn't go over to Keipro Guitars and take this over there. That would have been kind of weird. Anyways, this guitar is exquisite. It is a really beautiful guitar. You guys think, like, you know, Chinese guitars are kind of like meh? No, this is super high-end Chinese guitar, and it's totally exquisite. The fretwork on it is immaculate. It looks like $1 million. These retail at about $2,000, and I know some people will be balking at that because this is a Chinese guitar, but trust me, this is worth every single penny. It hangs with the big boys. In my opinion, it's right up there in terms of the build quality of the components, the electronics, the pickups, the feel of the fretboard. I have a PRS guitar, and I've been playing this for a few days, and I realized a couple of days ago that the neck actually feels very similar to my PRS. That's how good the neck is on this guitar. It's perfectly flat, there's no buzz on it or anything. The way they've built this guitar with such incredible detail, it's just absolutely fabulous. I love this. You know, I very much do think it's well worth the money. So if you're kind of considering buying a Sir or something, you might want to look at one of these first, because, you know, for like $2,000, it's like a bargain compared to a brand new Sir. Anyways, the Sir is an absolutely phenomenal guitar, but this is as well. So don't dismiss it just because it's a Chinese guitar. That's what I'm trying to say. Mahogany body, this awesome flamed maple cap, and it's a proper cap on there. I know this because I can see it down the side, and there's a tiny bit of bleed in places of the stain just on the edge, which I really love because it shows just the quality of the cap on the top. And the back is just exquisite. It's a roasted maple neck, ebony fretboard, and it has these brass rings for fret markers. The color scheme is just insanely cool. I love it. This red fading into this pink just looks so gorgeous. Great to play. It's not a massively heavy guitar. I don't know what it is in kilos. I will weigh it and kind of flash it up on screen so that you guys know. Really simple volume, tone. There's no kind of coil splitting or anything on there. Three-way switch, locking tuners. The fretboard is a 12-inch radius, and neck is nice and thin as well. This is probably about 20mm thickness neck. It's perfect for my hands. I love the profile of the neck. All access neck joint here as well. And the pickups are their proprietary pickups as well. They wind them themselves. They have their own pickup company, and they sound great. Bridge pickup is like 20k resistance, which is just insane, but it's still quite a dynamic sounding pickup. And their own bridge as well. They basically build everything. So big thank you to Hank, to Kevin, and to Jackie, my friends over at Keipro Guitars, for this beautiful gift. It's such a great guitar. I'm going to do a full video on this really soon because it sounds incredibly good. But thank you so much, guys, for having me and letting me play for you guys again. And like I said previously, Music China is just enormous. It is gigantic. The scale of it is just mind-blowing. Just to give you an idea, I was basically in like a warehouse, basically, which was the size of an aircraft hangar that could house a 747. Yeah, right, that's how big it was. There were 10 of them filled with musical instruments of various descriptions. Obviously not all guitars. There were a couple with guitars, and then there were brass instruments, there were violins, there were pianos, there were PAs, all sorts of different things. 10, yeah, size of an aircraft hangar, as in a passenger jet aircraft hangar. Just insane how big it is and how many manufacturers there are there. I did a walk around one day and I was walking really fast. I wasn't looking at anything. I literally just wanted to see how long it took for me to actually walk around the whole perimeter and come back to where I started. It took me 23 minutes of like fast walking just to go through all of the halls and then back to where I was. So it takes a good few days, 3 or 4 days, to look around at everything, and you have to have a plan of action, otherwise you miss stuff. Honestly do. But exquisite instruments everywhere. You know, the one thing that really struck me about the show is just the quality of instruments that the Chinese are now manufacturing, especially the guitars. The level kind of used to be meh, okay, you know, it was a Chinese guitar. Now it has just skyrocketed, and I was looking at brands which I've never heard of, picking up guitars and thinking these are just incredible, especially the work on the fretboards. The fretwork is just absolutely incredible. You cannot feel the fret edges on the sides of the fretboard. The edges of the fretboards are rolled, so they feel really nicely broken in and played in, and you don't get the sharpness from it. The fretwork and the leveling is beautiful as well. It's really increased, and it's quite exciting to see that actually coming out of the Far East. And also amp manufacturers, there are a good few people who are building tube amplifiers out there as well, which was phenomenal to see. The other thing about being in China was the food. Just exquisite. It was absolutely amazing. The first couple of days, the guys took us to a restaurant where the food was basically from the Hunan province of China, and it was super spicy. It was like crazy spicy. You know, the dishes would come out and they would just have like bird's eye chili peppered all over it, but it was so tasty. Just, I loved the food, absolutely enjoyed it so much. The other really cool thing about the trip was I got to hang out with Demetrio Scopilliti, who is another Hotone endorsee. It was a lot of fun actually just hanging out with him and having somebody to kind of, you know, go and look at the show with and hang out in Shanghai. We went into Shanghai one of the days just to kind of see the sights and get some food and stuff like that. It was just totally awesome. He's an incredible guitar player. If you haven't checked him out already, I will leave a link to his channel somewhere up here so that you guys can go and check out what he does. He plays like 6, 7 and 8 string guitars. 8 string just kind of confuses the hell out of me as a 7, but he plays it super well. And he has his own guitar company as well. I met some really good companies out there also, so you will be seeing stuff on the channel at some point. Alrighty guys and girls, I have been talking for far too long, but I was so excited about this trip and I had such a great time. I have lots of stories to tell. But anyways, I am now going to give you a walkthrough of my experience at Music China, and then some music as well, and also my sightseeing tour of Shanghai. I'll show you a little bit of that also. Enjoy, and if you haven't done so already, please do remember to hit that subscribe button, hit the bell notification so you know when new videos are going to be coming out. Please do give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends as well. It's so much appreciated. All right, have a wonderful day and enjoy the rest of the footage as well. All right, here's me going back to Shanghai. Yeah, here's me in Shanghai. Yeah, I'm down here right now, but we're going to go back in time to Shanghai. Yeah. Have a great day. See you later. Howdy gang, welcome to Music China. here I am at Music China. This has been awesome. This is actually the final day. And guys, I haven't been able to shoot much video because I have been busy basically playing and working and networking and meeting people. But check this out. This is one of the hangars. I'm going to call it a hangar because it's a freaking hangar. And it's enormous. You can see the size of it. Now this is hall number 5, W5. Yeah, there are 5 of these. It's absolutely humongous here. Not just 5 of them. If you look over there, there's a bunch more as well. And trust me, this place is huge. But anyways, I've been playing for my friends at Hotone Audio, and it's gone really well. It's been really fun hanging out with my very good friend Ari, who works at Hotone, and all of the team. They've been so sweet, so wonderful, so helpful, and everything's gone really well. Yeah, there's one of the doors. Let's have a quick peek inside. So yeah, you can see it's like there are loads of guitars, loads of people, lots of noise. Outside again, otherwise you're not going to be able to hear me. So it's been a wonderful trip. The food's been fantastic, by the way. So huge thanks to the Hotone team for looking after all of us and all the coolness and stuff. Everything's been basically it's in teardown today. The show finishes at 3:30 today, so everybody starts to tear down their booths a little bit earlier than normal. So there's the booth I was at, Hotone, unveiled. I'll show you some video footage of that as well. But what a cool show. I did my set every day, twice. Once for Hotone, once for the Keipro guitars as well. Keipro very kindly gifted me a guitar, which you'll see on this video. I'll do some more footage with the guitar because it's really nice. And I'll tell you all about that. I'll do a separate video about that anyways. But Shanghai has been amazing. This is the second time I've been here, and you know, it doesn't fail to impress. It's really cool. I really enjoyed this show. Alrighty, I'll do some more filming. See you later.
Well folks, I'm at the airport. It's been an absolutely amazing trip. Loved every minute of it. It's been fun. Hanging out with Demetrio was awesome. Such a great guitar player. Really lovely guy as well. And seeing my friends over at Hotone, Ari and Amanda and Alexi and all of those guys. Absolutely awesome people and great company to play for, work for. I enjoy it. There's some cool new stuff coming out by them. So I'm at the airport now. I'm about to check in to my flight, and I'll be back at Heathrow, I guess, in about, I don't know, 17 hours or something like that. Alright, it's been an awesome trip. See you later.